Being in and out the system, you don't realize the things, the opportunities that we have out here, right? Because we grow up in a society where this is what we look forward to. Going in and out the system, being in the prison system, fighting on the streets, right? Earning that respect. Those are the things that we look up to. We look up to the big homies. Not the big homies as, you know what I'm talking about, but the big homies in our neighborhood, right? Those are the people that we look up to, our role models. You know, they kind of, when we're young, we look up to them and man, like I want to be like them. I want to be respected. I want to, you know, be yoked. You know, I want to have tattoos. But none of that means nothing, to be honest, none of it. Because a lot of these people, you know, not to get away from the sense of gang stuff, but a lot of them are in protected custody. A lot of them are in level 1s and level 2s. They're programmers in the system. But out here, they claim to be somebody. Because the people out here don't know nothing about the system, right? Us as youth, because even when I was younger, I used to look up to these people. And then I find out when I'm in the system that they're at fire camps, that they're at level 1s, that they're at level 2s, and that they're programming with 50-50 yards and stuff like that. And I'm like, whoa, these are the people I looked up to, right? And that's why, you know, now that I'm older, now that I've been in the system, I try to send a message to the youth and be like, trust me, it's not what you think it is. It's really not. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's losing. Going in and out the system, always behind bars, getting out at 25, 35, 45 years old, not having nothing to your name, not having a driver's license, not having $1,000 in a bank account, not even having a bank account, not having a credit score, having to stay with your parents or with the girl, you know. And that's the thing, is like, I see these things, or riding on the bike at 40 years old, right? It's like, I see these things and I'm like, man, I'm glad that, you know, I went through what I went through to really open my eyes. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't come to that realization. A lot of people don't get to that point. But a lot of the time, it's not that they don't get to the point, it's that addiction beats them. Addiction gets to them. And it's the addiction of meth, of heroin, of now opioids, right? It's all these addictions that really gets to their head, and they just want to get out and continue with that fast life. And if you look at it, there is a few like really active gang members, like really active gang members. But then there's the drug-induced gang members, right? That's a whole different ballgame. Because if you take away the drugs, they're really cool. They're not really crazy. They're not really out there on the streets like that, right? They're just chill people. That's why a lot of the time, if you're able to get away from that addiction, and I'm talking to you, get away from that addiction, you'll be able to stay out here longer. You'll be able to spend time with your family. You'll be able to build a family. You'll be able to live in your own home. Have your own 9-to-5. Have your own car. Have something to look at and be proud of. And that's why I say, when you're young, you got all the time in the world still. Don't mess it up.